The political world is ablaze with controversy after an alleged private conversation between Hillary Clinton and high-profile Democratic donors was leaked to the media. According to multiple unnamed sources, Clinton was overheard making shocking remarks about Vice President Kamala Harris, calling her a political disaster during an exclusive dinner party at a posh Manhattan townhouse. The reported comments have sparked a firestorm, with Democrats scrambling to contain the fallout and Republicans seizing the moment to sow division. The dinner, described as a gathering of elite Democratic insiders, was supposed to be a quiet, strategy-focused affair. Attendees included major donors, political consultants, and former Clinton campaign staffers. However, the evening took an unexpected turn when the topic of the 2024 presidential race came up. According to sources, Clinton expressed concerns about the current administration's prospects, focusing her criticism squarely on Harris. She reportedly said something along the lines of, "Kamala just doesn't have the political instincts we need right now. She's a political disaster waiting to happen," one source claimed. Another attendee alleged that Clinton went further, suggesting that Harris's approval ratings and public perception were dragging down the Democratic Party. "It's not just about her being unpopular," Clinton reportedly said. "It's about her inability to connect with voters." The leaked comments have sent shockwaves through Democratic circles, with many questioning Clinton's motives. Is she genuinely concerned about the party's future, or is this part of a larger strategy to position herself, or someone else, for a greater role in the upcoming election? The timing of the leak, just as the party begins to prepare for the 2024 race, has only added to the speculation. Publicly, Clinton has remained silent, refusing to confirm or deny the allegations. Her representatives have dismissed the reports as baseless gossip, but the damage has already been done. Harris's team has also refrained from issuing a direct response, though insiders say the vice president is deeply disappointed by the alleged remarks. The Republican Party, unsurprisingly, has seized on the controversy. Conservative pundits and lawmakers are using the story to paint the Democratic Party as fractured and disorganized. If Hillary Clinton doesn't even trust Kamala Harris, why should the American people? One Republican strategist quipped during a cable news segment. The remark quickly went viral, sparking heated debates across social media. For Harris, the leak comes at a critical time. As vice president, she has faced persistent criticism over her handling of key issues, including immigration and voting rights. While her defenders argue that she has been given an unfairly difficult portfolio, her detractors point to low approval ratings and frequent missteps as evidence of her struggles in the role. Clinton's reported comments have only amplified these concerns, forcing Harris's allies to rally in her defense. "This is exactly the kind of internal sabotage we don't need," one prominent Democratic activist tweeted. "Kamala Harris is a trailblazer and a leader. She deserves our support, not petty backstabbing." Progressive Democrats, many of whom have long been wary of Clinton's centrist politics, have also chimed in. "This is typical Hillary," one progressive commentator said during a live stream. "She's always looking out for her own interests, even if it means undermining the people who are actually doing the work." Within the party, the controversy has reignited debates about the direction of Democratic leadership. Some argue that the focus should be on unity and supporting the Biden-Harris administration, while others believe it's time to have honest conversations about potential vulnerabilities heading into 2024. Clinton's alleged remarks have also drawn comparisons to her own political career. Critics are quick to point out that Clinton herself faced similar challenges during her 2016 presidential campaign, struggling to connect with certain voter blocs and facing relentless attacks from both the right and the left. If anyone should understand how difficult it is to navigate the political spotlight, it's Hillary, one commentator noted. Meanwhile, conservative media outlets have been having a field day with the story. Headlines like "Hillary turns on Kamala" and "Clinton calls Harris a disaster, Democrats in chaos" have dominated right-leaning news sites. Some outlets have even suggested that the leak could lead to a broader reckoning within the Democratic Party. As the controversy unfolds, many are questioning who leaked the information and why. Was it an attempt to damage Clinton's reputation, or was it intended to undermine Harris? Some speculate that the leak could be part of a broader strategy to test the waters for potential alternative candidates in 2024. Despite the backlash, some Democrats believe the incident could spark necessary conversations about the party's future. "We need to stop pretending that everything is fine," one Democratic strategist said. "If there are concerns about Harris or anyone else, we need to address them now, not later." For Clinton, the controversy is a reminder of the scrutiny that comes with being a prominent figure in American politics. Even as a private citizen, Her words carry significant weight, and any perceived misstep can quickly become a national story. As for Harris, the incident highlights the challenges she faces as vice president. With Biden's age and potential re-election bid under constant scrutiny, Harris is seen by many as the future of the Democratic Party. Whether this controversy will strengthen her resolve or weaken her position remains to be seen. The leak has also fueled broader discussions about the role of women in politics. Both Clinton and Harris have faced unique challenges as women in high-profile positions, and this latest controversy has drawn attention to the ways in which female politicians are often pitted against one another. As the story continues to dominate headlines, one thing is clear: the Democratic Party has a lot of work to do to navigate this latest crisis. Whether the fallout will lead to meaningful change or simply become another chapter in the saga of American politics remains to be seen. For now, the nation watches and waits, eager to see how Clinton, Harris, and the Democratic Party will respond to this explosive scandal. Will it lead to deeper divisions, or will it serve as a wake-up call for unity and progress? Only time will tell. The fallout from Hillary Clinton's alleged remarks about Kamala Harris has created a tidal wave of reactions across the political spectrum. As Democrats scramble to mitigate the damage, the controversy has laid bare deep divisions within the party over leadership, strategy, and the future of the Biden-Harris administration. Behind closed doors, top Democratic strategists are reportedly holding emergency meetings to address the growing narrative that the party is fractured. This is not just a gaffe, it's a potential disaster for our unity going into 2024, one insider revealed. Hillary's comments, if true, give Republicans a perfect talking point against us. In public, Democratic leaders are towing a fine line. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries issued a carefully worded statement calling for unity. "Now is not the time for internal disputes to overshadow the work we need to do," Jeffries said. "Kamala Harris is a valued leader of our party, and any discussions about our future should remain constructive. However, not everyone is so measured." Progressive leaders, already skeptical of Clinton's centrist politics, have criticized her alleged comments as divisive and out of touch. Senator Bernie Sanders, while not directly addressing the controversy, tweeted, "The focus should be on fighting for working people, not on tearing each other down." The Republican response has been swift and gleeful. Senator Ted Cruz mocked the situation on Twitter, writing, "Hillary Clinton versus Kamala Harris. Grab your popcorn, folks. The Democrats are eating themselves alive." Other GOP figures have used the opportunity to highlight Harris's perceived weaknesses, framing the controversy as proof of Democratic disarray. Social media has become a battleground for supporters of both Clinton and Harris. The hashtags #HillarySabotage and #DefendKamala have trended simultaneously, with users passionately debating who is to blame. One viral tweet read, "Hillary lost in 2016. Kamala is the future. End of story." Supporters of Clinton argue that her comments, if accurately reported, reflect legitimate concerns about Harris's effectiveness as a leader. "Hillary is speaking the truth no one wants to admit," one commentator wrote. The Democrats need to address the Harris problem before it's too late. On the other hand, Harris's defenders see the leak as a calculated attempt to undermine her. "This is just another example of how black women in politics are constantly disrespected," said a prominent political activist during a live-stream discussion. Kamala Harris deserves better. The controversy has also put President Biden in an awkward position. While Biden has consistently defended Harris and praised her work as vice president, the incident has reignited questions about whether she is the right choice to be his running mate in 2024. The White House has declined to comment on the matter, but insiders suggest that the president is frustrated by the distraction. The situation is further complicated by Clinton's long and contentious history in politics. As a former First Lady, Senator, and Secretary of State, Clinton remains a polarizing figure within the Democratic Party. For some, her comments about Harris are seen as an extension of her often criticized political instincts. Critics of Clinton have drawn parallels between this controversy and her 2016 campaign, when her basket of deplorables comment alienated key voters. "Hillary just can't seem to stop herself from creating unnecessary drama," one progressive commentator remarked. Adding to the intrigue is the question of who leaked the information and why. Some speculate that it was a disgruntled Clinton associate, while others believe the leak may have come from someone within Harris's camp to paint Clinton as divisive. The true source remains a mystery, fueling endless conspiracy theories. The controversy has also spilled over into the media, with commentators on both sides of the aisle weighing in. Liberal outlets like MSNBC have focused on defending Harris and questioning Clinton's motives, while conservative networks like Fox News have gleefully amplified the story, framing it as evidence of Democratic infighting. Meanwhile, political donors are reportedly expressing concern about the impact of the controversy on fundraising efforts. "Our donors want to see a unified party, not this kind of public bickering," one Democratic fundraiser said. "It's making our job a lot harder." Grassroots organizations supporting Harris have stepped up their efforts to rally public support. Online petitions and social media campaigns defending the vice president have gained traction, with activists emphasizing her accomplishments and resilience in the face of criticism. However, Clinton's allies are also pushing back, arguing that her remarks were taken out of context and blown out of proportion. "Hillary has always been a realist," one former aide said. "She's not attacking Kamala. She's raising legitimate concerns about the challenges we face as a party." The incident has also reignited debates about the role of race and gender in politics. For Harris, the controversy highlights the unique challenges she faces as a woman of color in a high-profile leadership position. Advocates argue that she is often unfairly scrutinized in ways that her white male counterparts are not. As the story continues to dominate headlines, both Clinton and Harris face mounting pressure to address the controversy directly. While Clinton has remained silent, some insiders suggest she may issue a statement clarifying her remarks. Harris, meanwhile, has focused on her official duties, avoiding direct engagement with the scandal. Political analysts are divided on the long-term implications of the controversy. Some believe it will blow over, with voters ultimately focusing on more pressing issues like the economy and healthcare. Others argue that the incident could leave lasting scars, further dividing an already fractured Democratic Party. For now, the controversy serves as a stark reminder of the challenges facing the Democratic Party as it prepares for the 2024 election. With Biden's approval ratings hovering in uncertain territory and Harris facing ongoing criticism, the party's leadership must navigate these choppy waters carefully. As the weeks go on, the story may evolve, with new leaks or statements potentially shifting the narrative. For now, the Democratic Party finds itself at a crossroads, grappling with internal tensions that could define its future for years to come. Ultimately, the question remains: will this controversy be a moment of reckoning that strengthens the party, or will it deepen the divisions that already threaten its unity? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the eyes of the nation are watching closely. Stay tuned for updates on this developing story, as the political fallout from Hillary Clinton's alleged remarks about Kamala Harris continues to unfold. With so much at stake, the next steps for both women, and the Democratic Party as a whole, could have far-reaching implications. The leaked remarks attributed to Hillary Clinton have not only thrown the Democratic Party into disarray, but also sparked a renewed debate about its leadership heading into 2024. As the news spreads, party operatives are struggling to keep the focus on legislative wins rather than internal divisions, but the controversy has proven difficult to contain. Within Kamala Harris's camp, the mood is reportedly tense. Staffers are working overtime to craft a response that defends Harris without escalating the feud. A source close to the vice president said, "The last thing Kamala wants is a public spat with Hillary Clinton, but she's not going to let this narrative go unchecked." Some advisors are urging Harris to use the controversy as a rallying cry, positioning herself as a leader capable of weathering criticism and uniting the party. Others, however, believe she should remain above the fray, focusing instead on her duties as vice president and leaving the party to sort out its internal conflicts. Meanwhile, Clinton's team is facing its own crisis. While her representatives have dismissed the story as gossip, insiders suggest that Clinton herself is frustrated by the leak. "She's been through enough political firestorms to know how damaging this could be," one former aide said. "She's trying to figure out the best way to move forward." Adding to the tension is the role of President Biden, who has so far avoided commenting on the controversy. While Biden has consistently praised Harris as a valuable partner, some believe he may need to address the issue directly to quell the growing unrest within the party. Behind the scenes, there are whispers of a possible meeting between Clinton and Harris to smooth things over. Such a meeting, if it happens, could provide a powerful image of unity, but it also risks reigniting the controversy if the details of their conversation are leaked. Republicans, meanwhile, are capitalizing on the chaos. GOP leaders have framed the controversy as evidence of a Democratic Party in turmoil, with some even suggesting that Clinton's remarks are indicative of broader dissatisfaction with Harris's leadership. "The Democrats can't even get along with each other," said Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. "How can they expect to govern the country?" The incident has also become a lightning rod for conservative media. Fox News has dedicated multiple segments to the controversy, with commentators speculating about whether Clinton's remarks signal a deeper divide within the Democratic Party. "This is a civil war," one host declared. "And it's only going to get worse." On social media, the battle lines are clear. Clinton's defenders argue that her remarks, if true, reflect legitimate concerns about the Democratic Party's strategy for 2024. Harris's supporters, however, view the leak as a calculated attempt to undermine a historic vice president who has faced relentless criticism since taking office. The controversy has also reignited conversations about Clinton's role in the Democratic Party. While she remains a powerful figure, some argue that her influence is more of a liability than an asset. "Hillary Clinton is a relic of the past," one progressive activist tweeted. "It's time for new voices to lead the way." Progressive leaders like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Ilhan Omar have also weighed in, calling for unity within the party but subtly criticizing Clinton's centrist politics. "The focus should be on building a movement for working people," Ocasio-Cortez said during a recent interview. "We can't afford distractions." The controversy has even caught the attention of international observers. In Europe, where Clinton is seen as a symbol of American centrism, the incident has been covered extensively in the press. Meanwhile, leaders in developing nations have expressed concern about the impact of the controversy on U.S. foreign policy. Grassroots activists are also taking sides. Pro-Harris organizations have launched social media campaigns emphasizing her accomplishments, such as her role in securing the infrastructure bill and her advocacy for voting rights. Clinton's allies, however, argue that the controversy is distracting from the party's broader goals. Donors are reportedly uneasy about the controversy, with some expressing concerns about how it could impact fundraising efforts. "This kind of infighting doesn't inspire confidence," said one prominent Democratic donor. "We need to be focused on winning, not tearing each other down." The controversy has also sparked a broader debate about the role of race and gender in politics. For Harris, the incident highlights the unique challenges she faces as a Black and South Asian woman in a high-profile leadership position. Advocates argue that she is often unfairly scrutinized in ways that her white male counterparts are not. At the same time, Clinton's defenders argue that she has faced her own share of sexism and double standards throughout her career. "This is a classic case of two women being pitted against each other," one commentator said. "It's a distraction from the real issues." As the controversy continues to unfold, both Clinton and Harris are grappling with how to navigate the fallout. Clinton is reportedly considering a public statement to clarify her remarks, though some advisors believe this could backfire by keeping the story in the headlines. Harris, meanwhile, is focusing on her public appearances, emphasizing her role as a leader and deflecting questions about the controversy. At a recent event, she said, "I'm here to work for the American people. That's my priority, and I won't let anything distract me from that." The controversy has also sparked discussions about the future of the Democratic Party. With Biden likely running for re-election, the party must grapple with questions about leadership, messaging, and unity. The Clinton-Harris feud, whether real or perceived, is a reminder of the challenges ahead. For voters, the incident serves as a stark example of the high stakes in modern politics. While some view the controversy as a minor distraction, others see it as a symptom of deeper divisions within the Democratic Party. Ultimately, the question remains: will the party emerge stronger from this controversy, or will it be further divided? The answer will depend on how Clinton, Harris, and other Democratic leaders choose to move forward. For now, the controversy is a reminder of the challenges of leadership in a polarized political landscape. Both Clinton and Harris have faced immense scrutiny throughout their careers, and this latest incident is unlikely to be the last. As the nation watches and waits for the next development, one thing is clear: the stakes have never been higher for the Democratic Party. With the 2024 election looming, the choices made in the coming weeks could shape the future of American politics for years to come.